What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you guys are having a good day so far. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Little Miss Annie guarantee for 100 Void Shards, the Deck of Fate that's currently active, and what I'm ultimately going to do. Basically, initially I thought I would definitely go for Little Miss Annie because getting a Void Legendary from 100 Void Shards, I'm not close to Mercy or anything, so I'm not risking my boosted chance on a progressive event in the future. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna pull 100 Void Shards, pick up a Void Legendary, and maybe pick up something else along the way, or build up 100 shards towards my next Mercy pull. So I was thinking about it a little bit. There was also some added bonus here with the Deck of Fate. So there's a Halloween Deck of Fate. This one does have the pinned feature where you can kind of stick the rarity of whatever card you want to continue in terms of picking the 3 cards in a row kind of stuff. But I looked at this and I was like, man, these rewards are they're pretty bad, right? You get 1 legendary book, like from this 1 legendary book. You get 5 of these essences and a 6-star speed glyph, 10 of these. It just feels like 3 bad dungeon tournament events packed into like one. And I guess you get a bit of energy, which is not bad. But I mean, yeah, it's just not very good. This one does have the pinned rarity, like I was mentioning. So there's a little bit of extra boost there. Yeah, only from champions pulled. So this is a chase style deck. So this is actually slightly worse the better quality of shards you have. So this one is not the best for something like sacred shards. It's good for, obviously lower quality shards. Also soul stones as well. It's strictly to basically drain you of any kind of resources going into the fusion. Personally, I have the resources to spend for Little Miss Annie, but I'm going to say no. I will be participating in the fusion. So I know if you guys watched some of my earlier videos on Gretel, she is not, a must get. She's not a must get fusion. So if you guys are on the fence about her, I'd say, maybe just chill out for the next couple weeks through Halloween. She doesn't feel to me like a must get, and I don't think there's going to be a situation where she will be a must get or must have. But in any case, I will be going for her. So I'll be managing my resources and developing a plan to get her. But yeah, like I said, I'm probably going to pass on Little Miss Annie. I was going to go for her on both my accounts. I have more than enough Void Shards, but I also don't want to be in a situation where I'm short Void Shards for a potential, guarantee. Potential back-to-back guarantee. It's possible that they're going to throw some heavy things at us before the end of the year. It's very possible. So I'm a little bit wary. Also because Little Miss Annie in general, she's more like a collector piece for me. Like I wouldn't have any immediate use for her. She was buffed not too long ago, maybe like a year ago. And yeah, her damage was increased. She hits pretty hard. But honestly, like I don't really need like another damage dealer that I need to develop and all that stuff behind the scenes. And I don't think I would really use her in any kind of content. I do have a 3-star soul for her on both my accounts, so I could like instantly, she could instantly have some extra stats and be a little bit more useful. But for me, it's more so like pulling to get her and hoping for something else, because she is not the end prize for it all, right? The thing is, the progressive event for Void Shard is not very good. Both these champions are good. They're above average, but they're not really champions that I would particularly want. But definitely these are above average champions, but they're just, they're not going to make me say, wow, I got this. I can't believe it. It's so good, blah, 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 right? For me, it's not really going to turn the dial. Same thing with just getting Annie after 100 Void Shards. It's not going to make me say, wow, I got Annie after 100. I'm so happy. Obviously we have a skewed level of reality a little bit because Narcissus was, 120 Void Shards 8 months ago. Being the last Void Legendary that was guaranteed, he's kind of set the bar a little bit too high when you compare Little Miss Annie at 100 Void Shards to him. So I think that's part of the problem. And Narcissus is, you know, the one that got away from me. I just didn't have the void shards available for him because I pulled in a progressive event 1 week before King Narcissus's guarantee. I just, you know, my thought was that no way Plarium would ever give a guaranteed void legendary that is, you know, going to be a meta changer, going to be that good. So far, they have not given anything of real significant value. Like, they gave away some decent champions. I think from all their guaranteed void Legos, you know, Riho Bone Spear probably is the one that gets the most play. And she was the first, one, first void legendary. So she was really good. I got her for that guaranteed void event, and, you know, I'll use her a lot. Of all those champions that we pulled from those guaranteed events, I use her the most, right? I use her in my Phantom Shogun. I use her in my Sand Devil. I think that's it for now. Yeah, but those two, you know, she makes it really fast with her debuffs, right? Her single target 6 debuff attack. She makes it really, really fast. And she was really fun with her passive too, just to deal with like Hegemon back in the day, because I just didn't have any options. No Stone Skin back in the day when she was released. But all the other void guarantees have just not really given much value back to me. Fatalis, I mean, Fatalis is pretty cool. You know, he was 25 Sacred Shards basically for the deck of Fate. Or you could have done it with training. I did him with training, which was just like crazy person way. But yeah, I don't really use him. I have him geared up. I don't really use him at all. Everybody else, no real value. Same thing with Little Miss Annie. That's probably what's going to happen. I'm probably going to pick her up. You know, if I pull for her, I'm going to pick her up, and she's just going to be in the vault. And then one day maybe I'll get a dupe, and then she'll be a faction guardian. But because she's a void, she's not going to be a, you know, high candidate for a faction guardian. It also doesn't help that the Halloween deck of Fate is just kind of blah. It's just kind of generic rewards. And they're not even super enticing generic rewards. So nothing here is very enticing. Nothing. Not even a mythical book. Maybe a big stone. They could have put a big stone in there. And they don't even have a big stone in the triple epic slot. They have a mythical tome, but they don't have the big stone. So no real reason. I think to go after Little Miss Annie, you gotta be a big collector. I would definitely hold. Hopefully it'll be part of a better event. And I think it might be a summon event. That's my guess. Given that this is a chase style deck midweek, I think the weekend coming up for the fusion will start with a summon rush. I know last weekend was a summon rush. That's why I thought it was a chase. But since we have a chase style deck, maybe they reset and go back to the summon rush to start the fusion, which is kind of a good thing because that means you can save up your epics for fusing for the champion chase in the second half of the fusion, if you're planning to go for the fusion, that is. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Just a quick little, you know, update on what my plans were. Like I said, I was planning to pull Little Miss Annie. I have plenty of shards to do so, but I also didn't want to dip so low that I would basically, you know, run into a situation where I don't have any void shards to pull for another guarantee if they had another guarantee maybe like a month from now, for example. So I don't want to be in that situation. I think Little Miss Annie she's a decent champion. She can hit hard. She can do some work for you, but I don't think she's going to do anything for me, and I don't really want to take that risk. Also, the deck of Fate just is not giving you anything worth talking about, along with the obviously summon event for the fusion, which I'm going for. So I'm going to instead save my void shards for the weekend, and we'll see what we get there. So anyways, guys, hopefully this video was helpful. Have a great day. Thanks for watching to the end, and I'll see you guys in the next video.